That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Victor Allen's New Sports. Victor Allen's unique fan-based view of sports. That's right, a recurring segment of the Morning Coffee with Mario show. You can find it here weekly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the man that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate, here's Victor Allen. Rub it and make a wish. Vic!
Ain't no bass.
Stroke it!
You're actually trying to dance off of it. Ain't no bass in there, right?
Stroke!
You look like one of those attack nids. Okay.
That's pretty good.
One of those people at the club don't know how to dance, right? They just move to the...
I'm just sorry. You look crazy. Hey, I know we're gonna sit back and talk about sports. And if you think I'm going to talk about that game like it means something between Houston and Golden State, you got something else coming. So I'm going to give you the 3 topics so you can know what I'm talking about.
No, if Houston wins again, that'll be talk worthy.
Well, they're not going to win again.
So anyway,
but I'm saying,
they're not winning again.
If they do.
If chickens grow lips.
If attack Niz was your best friend. Okay, so here's the subject. I call it a sweep-a-thon, overhyped NBA playoffs. And if you notice, there's been some get-out-early competition, not as close as we thought, and especially in the vaunted West. What's up? Because they talked about how much is going to be just a battle. But they're moving on like, I call it sweep-a-thon +1. You give them one game. So far as I'm concerned, it's still a sweep. Then also, I'm already ready to go. It's LeBron James versus Stephen Curry. That means NBA Finals. I'm already talking about it, unless you guys want to waste your time talking about Houston and their no, okay. And then
that sounds good.
And the TNT crew. Who's the man between Shaq, Ernie, Kenny, and Charles? We'll get to that. And there are 4 categories: the brains, the entertainer, the glue, and of course there's a
Ernie's
fourth.
The glue, of course.
Well, we're going to get there. We'll find out.
The Ernies of the world are always the glue.
Sticky fingers.
Okay, I'm not going to even go in there.
The Ernies of the world.
I'm just gonna leave it
The
alone.
Ernies of the world are always the glue. I won't go any further.
I won't go any further.
I'm just trying to figure out what group I'm in.
Sure you are. Okay. All right, go here.
Somebody at the door?
Doors are meant to be locked. You have to come around the pool side if you guys are going to come in the show, and you will be on camera, so you better be not stuffing anything in your mouth. All right, here
my
we go.
zipper's stuck.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay.
TMI. TMI.
All right, this is what we're doing.
Get your hand up there.
See,
The count change.
see what I'm trying to do? They're already going there.
No.
I talked about food, and they're already going there.
Go ahead.
All right. So try to convince me that the game we just watched with Houston, as they defeated, of course, a limping Golden State Warriors, who, of course, they slammed Curry, but they didn't. He slammed himself. Convince me that we're supposed to talk about it like it means something. I can give it to you, and I'm going to show you can start it off. Because you said they may win a 5th. They may go to a 5th game, right?
Well, I said if they go to a 5th, that's something to talk about. Because then they just will have one more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
True.
So, this one, no. I mean, it's a one-off. We'll see what happens.
Well, okay.
See what happens.
So you okay, let me go tomorrow. You ain't helping.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, okay, so watch this. Go ahead, Mario.
I think the thing to talk about is similar to the issue I had with my attack-nid combat.
Oh, what you were saying earlier.
Combat drone that does have no combat within them. So, whereas my wonderful combat drone has the personality of a kitten or a puppy.
And look at that, it's red also.
And they
just
are
like
red,
the
and they can be
Rockets.
little mean. You can turn on the little light and say, oh, and already shedding armor. But so the Houston Rockets are very similar in that they are really a bunch of nice guys. They're a bunch of sweethearts.
Notice what he's doing.
Wonderful, nice guys. I enjoy them. Wonderful spirit of competition.
This is all bullshit.
Best of
Well, he was saying
competition while
earlier, none of
maintaining.
them are really aggressive.
They don't show
That he sees
anger.
them.
No.
Yeah.
You know, you could go out to a picnic with Dwight, and you guys are after the game. It's all cool, dude.
That's wrong.
Hey, we're all buds, man.
This is just wrong.
Let's play some Pac-Man and stuff.
Okay, so you know
How can
why
I take
want you guys to
arms
know why my
against-
segments are so long. Because we have a
saying.
lecturer over here.
That's the answer. That's who the Houston Rockets are. I love them. Let's go to lunch.
Okay, now, wait a minute. Let me just stop. Okay. So, I don't know if he gave me the answer.
So it's not
Come on. You don't want me to say any longer.
Should we waste our time talking about Houston right now? Okay,
Yes,
right?
because
Wait, it's not
the
Victor's
argument
open-ended
is
questions,
whether
right?
or not Is it worthwhile to be nasty and all mean when you play basketball? Do we really want it today in 2015? Is there a place for the mean basketball player, the bad boy, the old Detroit Pistons? I don't know. If there's now today we compete and we're.
You know what?
Well, like the Cleveland player falling on people's knees like 3
I'm
times.
just saying
What's his
after
name?
the game.
Okay, we're going to get
Let's
into
go get an ice
Dellavedova.
cream. Let's
Yeah.
go get an ice cream.
Leave it alone. Let me just stop. See, I was trying to do it.
Time.
I was trying to go to another transition. So, okay.
I'm all warm and fuzzy.
I'm gonna give props to Houston because Houston is the fourth largest city in the United States.
Yeah.
So let me give them props because they stepped up. But let's be real, you guys. Should we be talking about Cleveland versus?
No, we
Golden
might as well
State.
talk about Houston.
Yeah, because
We're supposed to be talking about Cleveland versus
No.
Golden State. Why are we
Oh,
wasting
Golden
our
State. I
time?
thought
Why are
you
we
said
wasting our
Atlanta. I
time?
thought you were talking about the Hawks.
Both these
Okay.
teams, Houston and Atlanta, have to win what? All their games?
But you know what?
Why
no,
are we
but as
wasting our
far
time?
as Houston,
I don't think we're wasting our time.
Houston,
Cleveland
what were
is.
they down 3-1 with the Clippers and came back to beat them?
This is you're not coming back on Golden State.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that
You
Cleveland
think
is
you're
a
coming back on Golden State?
wonderful
I don't
culinary
think so,
capital
but
now.
I
for
didn't
the
think they were going to
Midwest.
come back on the Clippers. I did not think they were going to come back on the Clippers.
I did, but you know what? And I'm gonna say this: it wasn't as much that Houston came back as much as the Clippers
Laid down,
fell
they did.
down. So there's a difference. Golden State's not
Well,
falling down. They're not falling
Well,
down.
Houston started making their shots.
It
too.
was interesting that they reminded us that the Houston lost one game to the Clippers by 25 points.
Yes, they did.
Let me right now. So I let you guys know that I'm actually talking to Miko in the chat line. She's giving me a bunch of Z's. I want to let you know when you're on your show, I'm gonna put a whole bunch of Z's. So it's nap time for you.
That's right. Are you sitting on
Tell
something?
her
It's nap time, Miko.
Tell her
Nap
it's
time tomorrow night for
That's
you.
because you don't dribble. You know
That's
what?
right. That's
okay,
right.
I think the way to settle this is have Miko come in and shoot free throws. Why is that funny?
It's gonna be like Shaq.
Let's have Miko play
Clang,
Michelle
clang.
one-on-one.
Right.
Oh, that would
We
be
might
fun,
pay
Miko.
for view.
Let's play
We
basketball.
might get paid
then.
for view.
Yes.
Now, what if we can throw water balloons at y'all while you play?
Oh my goodness! Don't mess with the
Okay,
hair,
all
right,
right,
Miko?
all right.
Don't put water
I'm just
balloons in the
saying.
hair.
I'm just saying. Miko plays Michelle one-on-one, and we shoot y'all with Nerf darts.
Let's see.
I'm
She
getting.
said she's game.
I'm getting the Woody.
She said she's good.
All right. So let me just go on this.
Playing our Daisy Dukes.
Let me go and do this because I do want to talk about this one because to me it's important. I'd rather just talk about the NBA Finals because let's just look. Anybody here think it's not going to be Cleveland and Golden State? Anybody in here just want to put money on it? Anybody?
Cleveland is a wonderful, wonderful
See, here we go.
emerging market.
See, here we go. Here we go with the bullshit statements.
And then he puts a picture up here with
the refs love them
LeBron
too.
in a Miami Heat uniform and acts like y'all won't notice. That's total disrespect. He puts a picture up here. Did y'all notice that?
Yeah.
Of LeBron in a Miami Heat uniform. That's like when they chased Darren on Bewitched and act like you wouldn't notice.
You know, you're good. You're good. You're
Anybody
good.
from Cleveland is really pissed right
You're good.
now.
He just
They're pissed
he just
right now.
eliminated my little segue on that one. That
They
was
are
good.
so
He caught
pissed.
it.
Look at that.
He caught it. He caught it. Man, you're good, dude. You're good.
That's like when your old lady tries to switch to lubricant.
Okay.
Give me back my
Let me
Vaseline.
apologize. I'm apologizing to everybody who has
just saying.
responsible
Somebody use
children.
Vaseline.
Bring us some
Get the
I
hell
am
out
not
of here.
asking them to have this kind of content
Some
during my
natural
segment.
biodegradables.
Do you have any input as far as the NBA Finals right now? Because Mario's somewhere else right now. Okay, can you just?
I'm still insulted you stuck him LeBron James up there. And I'm like, and acting like y'all wouldn't even notice.
Okay. This
That's
is
dissing you.
you're paying. No, that's called paying attention. You're very good. You should get. You know what? Give
my
him,
goodness.
Michelle, clap for him. Yeah, thank you.
Well, I wanted to say what
See, that's we can't say
I
that.
can't say what I want.
All right,
Oh,
all
my
right.
goodness.
You won't
So-
have to mess up your hair.
So let me just say this. Let me just say, I need somebody to do a handicap for me on LeBron versus Stephen Curry. Who do you want when money time comes? Because you know these two teams are going to be playing this year. So who's your money time, Mario? Money time.
Well, they do such different things,
That's
even
what I'm
though
thinking.
I'm so amazed by Curry. You know, he shoots like 91% in certain moments. You know, it's incredible. But also, LeBron is taking his whole thing to a whole new level in this playoff.
That's right.
Different than when he was with Miami because of the injuries and things that have been going on, that he's been forced to play in a much broader role.
Right.
So, wow. But I give so much to Stephon Curry because of his size.
Right.
I had a buddy like that kind of heart. You know, you get those little cats who don't mind playing among giants.
Right.
They amaze me. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Right.
He amazes me with his heart, his ability. And did you see when he did that whole push, that whole thing with LeBron?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know, you guys.
Money time. Who do you, Michelle? Who you put your money on? Who's your money time? Because you know they're going to the finals. These two individuals are going to match. They're going to be the stars of the show. You know it.
You think that's going to be the determining factor?
Victor, that's too hard. I mean, for me,
That's
right
too
now,
hard for me
that's too
because
hard.
I think the other team members
I mean, I can't
are
wait
critical.
to see it. I
Let me
can't
just
wait
say
to see
this.
it though.
Critical.
Let me say this. There's no one player can stop LeBron. Right?
No,
But
that still doesn't mean you can't beat them.
right.
I think I would
But
put
you-
it on LeBron.
you
I
put-
think
you take
the
LeBron.
reason why I would take LeBron is because in the games when he's not shooting well, he's doing everything else well. I mean, he's just like, you know, he's being a good facilitator.
All right.
Stephen, when he was off on his threes, I think that's when I think they lost the game really badly because Thompson wasn't hitting, he wasn't
Right.
hitting. So I think when they say live by the three, die by the three, it's really them
Right.
that live by the three and die by the three.
And they so far have been living really large by the three.
All
Right,
season
right.
long,
All
all
Right,
their
right,
life.
but when they do, when they don't, then they lose,
Which is rare.
which is rare.
Which is not.
But now they're going to play Cleveland, so it'll be interesting.
Well, Cleveland's not going to be. Oh, well, first of all, I'm assuming
Yeah.
And Kyrie's not going to be
that
back.
the favorite is going to be Golden State.
And
What's the point spread?
Right. They don't know it yet because they can't do it.
Okay, because I expect them to go. Because to me, Vic, it is an unfair question. In terms of individuals, I go with Michelle. I say LeBron because, again, just the whole physical presence of LeBron is so impacting on all those levels. On the other hand, it's a team game.
Right.
And
Role
the
play.
Golden State role players
Deep.
and Draymond Green is.
Yeah, I like that.
I love everything they do, but again, Cleveland too.
Right.
I tell you what, I know where I'll be game time.
Right. So
Don't
nobody
try to interrupt me.
So let me just say this. I'll give you this. Then I'll move on to the next. Last shot to win the game. Who do you have more faith in bringing the ball down between those two to get the job done?
Curry.
Oh, you picking Curry.
Last shot
Last
because he
shot.
shoots. LeBron is an excellent
I
shooter.
know, last shot.
Excellent shooter.
All right.
But Curry's on a level by himself. He may be arguably the best shooter in the history of the NBA.
True.
Yes, he is.
That's true.
So that's the kind of stuff they're talking about him. Now LeBron's got all the other stuff. I'm just saying, you know.
Miko said nope,
Hey,
Mario.
sometimes it's not who you think. Remember who was the scariest person in the
going
last
with,
seconds of a
shoot the
game?
last
To
shot,
me, that was
Nico,
always
LeBron?
Larry Bird.
Oh, I
I'm
thought it was
sorry.
I thought it was Cat
LeBron?
Williams.
No, yeah. Some cats.
Cat Williams.
Hey. And the number 2 would have been Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because in the final game, in the final seconds of a close game, his sky hook, usually he was hitting it
Right.
90-some% of the time. But the scariest person was Larry Bird because in the final seconds of a closing game, he didn't miss anything.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, and-
Okay, he was shooting 100%
Michelle,
down the stretch.
and I will phrase the question this way. When the last shot to win the game, who do you fear when they're bringing the ball down? Curry or LeBron? And he's using all his assets. That means LeBron has something that Curry really doesn't have. I go to the hole, nobody can stop me shot. So he doesn't have to rely on outside. So we know Curry has that advantage. So,
Right.
So if you had to have your money time, who do you want?
Outside shot, 3-pointer, I put it on Curry.
No, you don't separate the shots. You're just saying
Oh, I
you
thought
know
you
that.
said
No,
separate.
I'm saying I'm separating what their strengths are. Curry's outside, right? LeBron inside and out, and he's a locomotive. So who do you go to?
I think he's stacking the deck. Doesn't it sound like?
Well,
he's stacking
you know
the
what,
deck?
Vic? I'll say this. You go with that, Vic. Hey, Vic. No, Vic.
The house. What
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do?
My bad.
No, you go with
I
like
really
Vic.
bitch. That's what you say, right?
Yes. Go ahead, Mario.
But you know, the one thing that has amazed me is that besides my amazement with how LeBron takes that ball when he wants to and goes to the hole,
what he does.
I've been also amazed at the willingness of seemingly way smaller players
Right.
to challenge him.
Right.
Have we not seen his shot blocked? At least I've seen at least 4 or 5 very good blocks on him by the little dudes. By the little dudes who just happen to get up.
Right.
I'm not saying that he's not all LeBron. I'm just saying there's been some moments
True.
that have been absolutely incredible
Right.
with the shot blocking
Right.
and the willingness of some of these smaller players to confront him.
Well, I'll
to at
say
least
this.
step in front of him. They have been at least doing it.
When I'll
Well,
say
Curry
this.
went up against Dwight. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
And he made the basket.
Yeah.
No, he took the rebound.
He took the rebound.
twice.
Both you've
Right.
had
But
some
that's
good
a lack of effort on
Dwight's part.
Okay,
No, but I'm
That's
saying
sad. That's
that-
sad.
that's
LeBron
lack
has been challenged repeatedly at times going to that hole. I'm not saying every time,
Right.
but it has been some amazing moments. That's all I can say.
It has been. Yeah.
you know what? First, I'm boycotting your show. Well, you're not helping in the chat room, Miko. So I thought it was nap time.
If she won't play, come on, Miko. If you won't play Michelle, play me.
Right now, let me
I
do
can't
this.
move.
Let me do this. If everybody's looking for even questions, I don't do that here. It's always stacked.
Wait.
to the
It's
left.
like Cosmopolitan.
Why you gonna let Miko in the chat room get you riled up and you start talking to us in here?
She's being successful at starting some bull. But you know what's happening? Right now she has some food in her mouth. She's falling asleep with it in her sleep. She nods off while she's chewing.
Is it ice cream? What is it?
My
Whatever
zipper
it
is
is.
still stuck.
It's stuck. It's okay. I'm gonna go.
I told you to get your hand out,
Let me go.
and it'll zip up. Move your hand.
Now this is the one you guys are gonna enjoy. Who makes? I'm gonna go. See, you guys are just wrong. Who makes the TNT Rock Slam popular and profitable? I have 4 categories. You guys got 4 guys, and
makes
it's going to be a
Rock
caveat to
Slam
this
popular and
because I can't give you that question yet. I'm gonna wait. There's the brains, the glue, the man, and the entertainer. So you are going to eliminate one by one until you get to the one that says that's the man. So you're going to do what they call rolling off one by one. Okay, he's okay. Next he's until the last man standing is the one that says this is the man that makes it go.
Peeling a banana, Michelle.
There you go. You ready for this?
You know you could do it.
Yes, sir. And remember now, no lectures. We're no lectures in here. Okay, we want solutions. We want solutions.
Wash your hand.
We're gonna start with you, Michelle. All right, there you go. You got to eliminate somebody right off the top, right at the beginning now.
Well, I'm taking out Shaq because I think he's the entertainer.
Oh, so you taking Shaq off first?
Yeah, he's the entertainer to me.
Oh, okay.
Wait, the man in what regard?
Yeah, wait a minute. Like that?
Oh, you can't make a choice and ask the rules
No,
afterwards.
because I think he means the man of this. Like,
I will get to that.
okay,
I will
well, I
get
think
that.
he's the entertainer.
You think it? But see,
But
so
the
what you-
first one you took off was Shaq.
Yeah, because I think he's the entertainer.
So what she's saying, he's less valuable because he's just entertaining. So she's removing
Okay,
him.
we're peeling them off.
No, I'm not
You're
saying
peeling
less
them off
valuable.
by less valuable.
I think all of them make a good they're cohesive.
But you're
and
peeling
I
them
think
off by
all
the
of
least
them-
valuable. That's the exercise.
No.
But that's the exercise.
The first person
See,
you're
he didn't
taking off
explain it.
is less valuable because you're getting
Oh
up to the
my
most
God.
valuable.
It's like Essence Magazine. It's like Cosmopolitan.
Oh my goodness.
Sex quiz.
So why are you gonna put the man, the entertainer, the glue?
Just to
the brain?
confuse you.
You're getting
And
off.
with
course,
little
of
asterisks.
course,
There you go.
Of course.
I don't
There you go.
know.
Thank you.
Who wrote?
Of
He
course.
writes this shit. I didn't.
Right.
Wait a minute. Are you guys?
He's the same man that said,
wait
"What
a
if
minute.
somebody bumped you at work? What would you do?" Okay.
Yeah, how do we know what makes it profitable? Now that you
I
own
mean,
it.
golly.
Wait, watch this.
Where's Miko?
So
when we
who's your
need him?
first person you're
Miko.
removing? Don't
Hell,
Well, she
Kim.
said the right thing, though. Shaq.
You said Shaq, right?
Yeah, because he's the entertainer.
Okay.
He's the
Why
one
is
that
it because
tripped
he's the
and falls
entertainer? That's
and-
the part I don't get.
No, okay.
You're
The way
supposed to
he
peel
put
off
it,
the
the way
just-
he put it is like each one of them is something on this list. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. each one is something on this list.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But whatever.
So I'm thinking that.
We'll peel them and then we'll say what they are. So you peeled off Shaq because he's an entertainer.
Right.
Well, no, you peeled off Shaq and he just happens to be the entertainer.
Right.
There you go.
That's what I say. I peel off Shaq and he just happens to be the entertainer.
Right.
So far
They were good without him.
But
I like him.
You see, now
He's growing.
He hit the nail. What he's saying is, because he was the last guy.
They were good
included,
without him.
and he got but he had Shaq in the
We
pool and
didn't.
everything
We
else.
like Shaq.
So,
we're
do.
Shaq supporters, but we weren't sure that he added anything.
Right.
In other words, they had a wonderful chemistry already, so they didn't need him. They
Okay.
didn't need it.
Now-
And then that was the question.
So both of you guys agree right now. Shaq number 1 comes off right away. Now it gets harder. Number 2, Mario, you start. Who's your number 2 you remove next? This gets hard.
Now, because this is hard, because you can, I don't know.
See, this is the hard
You
part.
could take away Ernie, it's gonna fall apart.
See?
Yeah, but he's probably the brains, not
He's the
man.
glue man. Ernie's the glue man.
Yeah, he's both. He's trying to trick us.
Kenny's the brains, and Charles is the man. But Charles is entertaining.
But she got some issues.
So we can't replace Charles with a stripper. We can try, but we can't replace Charles with a stripper. You gotta keep it. I don't know. When you got down now, it's like the Three Stooges. You gotta keep all
I
three
know.
of them.
Wait a minute.
You got Pinky,
you
Greenie,
would
and
think-
Brownie.
You. At this point, it seems like Ernie's the glue, and at this point, I don't know if he got a raise or what happened, but it seems like Charles is the man for some reason right now. I mean, it just seems like it the way that they let him talk first. I don't know.
Except Shaq.
It's just something that feels like.
You're having a hard time pulling off number 2, aren't you?
What's number 2, Mario?
I said I don't know because I think the other ones are the Three Stooges. They're a team.
See, I told you it's gonna be.
They're a team. It's the three of them. It's the magic.
Okay,
of the
so
mix.
I'll do number 2.
All right.
Kenny.
All right, good. So you moved Kenny off next.
Yes.
So you can watch Ernie and Charles so far, right? And you'll be happy.
Nope. I'm not saying that.
I think I could deal with Ernie
I'm
and
not
Charles.
taking it like that.
I could deal with Ernie and Kenny. But I think having Kenny and Charles, I don't know how it's gonna work.
Wait a minute.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Wait a minute. Where y'all doing combinations? Can I just get
You asked for the damn combination. Thanks, like
We always
This
have
is
to
your
change,
question.
We always have to change it up because your damn
yeah, look at
questions
the
don't
damn
make
question.
sense. They don't make
Try
sense.
to
me and Mario
who's got
have
the
to-
biggest dicks?
Notice Michelle's body
Vote
language.
for
She's
that.
starting to scratch an
Ernie,
itch.
I vote Ernie.
No, the headphones keep falling out.
Ernie.
Mario and I have to decipher this BS.
Notice.
That's why Ernie's smiling like that because he know.
Okay, wait a minute.
That he's the man, right? I think Ernie's the man as far as
That's
the pay
right.
and stuff.
Wait. Miko is
I don't
already
know
saying
who the
that
glue,
kids
'cause he's
think
the
that
glue.
we're crazy. I want you to know that the adults struggle with complex issues. So I want you to understand it's very complex to remove people from a show. So we're going to keep going because we got them to 2. We're trying to keep going. So let me just do this. Let's agree.
No, because every time we remove it, then you have something else to put in it that we didn't say. We didn't say.
No. And Miko and them said, take out the 2 in the middle and leave the 2 on the outside. So
Right.
now a show with Charles and Shaq,
No.
I won't even be able to understand the English. I won't be able to understand the English.
Wait a minute.
Teleprompters be all over the place.
But there is a.
it's just come on, Vic.
All right. Let me say this.
Shaq and Charles as the pair.
Okay.
Oh hell no.
Okay, wait a minute.
Hell no.
I think totally it would be a different show if it was Shaq and Charles.
It sure would be.
It would be a totally different show.
It'd be off
it
to
would be
be-
way out.
Yeah, Pee Wee
left and
Herman.
right.
Why'd you have Pee Wee Herman join them?
That's wrong. So wait a minute, let me do this.
It would be like this. Because see, Ernie brings them back to topic. You know what I'm saying? They get off topic a lot.
Right.
And Ernie brings them back to topic, back to script. And without Ernie,
you
it would
like-
just be a free
but
for all.
You like organization, don't you? You're not into chaos, are you? This is about chaos.
How about Lunell? Put Lunell in as the female host. Put in
Wait.
Lunell,
Wait,
Shaq,
Mario.
and Charles Barkley.
Mario,
That's
why
the
every
shit.
time we say something, he's
That's
acting
the
like
shit.
Dr. Phil, got all this other
He
stuff
does,
around
'cause
it.
he's been reading
Like,
Cosmo,
wait,
I'm telling
I
you.
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
He's
Wait
been
a minute.
reading sister to sister.
You know, your body language
Before he
is
came in here.
communicating a different language right now. You all right? You need some
All
water?
right, you want me to go
Sister to sister.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me
come
just
slap your bald head?
Okay, so here it goes. Right now, so far, we have 2 people off. Can we just let the people know? Because they're
Shaq
interested.
and Kenny, we've taken off.
right.
I
And
didn't take
said
off
that they're
Kenny.
not the man.
I had to withdraw from the competition.
We know, Mario. Come on.
Right, I know, because
Mario?
he keeps on saying things other around it.
Mario, take off your second person, please.
I'll take off Ernie.
Okay, so far, Shaq and Ernie.
Because I think Kenny's smart enough to pull off Ernie's job, push come to shove.
Oh, very okay.
I mean, in a reasonable way. He doesn't
Right.
replace Ernie.
Right.
But he can be, he's structured.
Miko said wrong.
Not Shaq. Not Shaq or Charles.
He's not the man,
Both of
Miko. We know
both
that.
of them puppies is off the chain.
I got one for you.
I don't know. I mean,
They're off the chain,
Kenny
out
to
of
me,
control.
Kenny to me is he can be boring. I mean, you know, he's cool, but
But with Charles,
he's
he
not
won't be
the
boring.
comic relief. You know what I mean? He's
Right.
not the he's.
I'm gonna give you an easy one because I know it was rough for you. But if women had to choose 2 guys they wanted to stay on, who do you think they would choose? And then I'm gonna go to
What's
your
their
third.
criteria?
See, that's just it.
That's true because
Why it got to be women?
and are they sports fans?
I want to know which one the
This-
gay men would choose.
This is just women.
That's what I want to know.
What
With
they
gay
know,
men in prison.
What they
I want to know what they're
Shaq,
choosing.
of course.
All you want in I want to know all the men in prison. Which one of these do you want to
See,
bone?
I know. Thank you, Miko. I know it's hard to get them to answer because they want to get it
It's
right.
more interesting.
But it's not right here because once you leave this room, it's up in the air. So let's just say this: Michelle
Turn your
can't.
phone off.
So
Turn your phone
Michelle,
off.
you can't say what 2 people the
I already
women
told you. Oh, what 2 people, the women?
the women would like to see stay.
But that's what I'm saying. Do they like athletes?
Okay, let me just go on over
Athletics. I'd say Shaq. They'd want Shaq because they've heard of Shaq
to right.
to stay, and they would want probably Kenny.
Good. So you got okay. Good. Now that we got that part, here's the hardest part. There is the third person that you're going to remove. You think you can handle this?
I've
Michelle-
already taken off 2. It's his turn.
Okay, we're gonna go to Mario first.
Take off Kenny. Let it be Charles by himself. And just, let it be a
Already
crazy
took
hour.
off Kenny.
You can have cartoons.
Right.
Oh, Charles by himself.
Yeah, you can have all kind of cartoon people
And he can
talking.
say all that crazy
right.
stuff all
it could
by
be,
himself,
It could be,
huh? See-
and then everybody all over the country will be able to understand it.
There you go. Mario did very good. So you said take off, leave Charles as the last.
Leave Charles and just add cartoon characters.
Now let me just say, Michelle.
Roadrunner.
Let me tell you what's happening right now.
What's happening right now?
Miko has a group of people that are watching, and they want you to answer the question because you're not really answering the questions. They're waiting for you to give your intelligent answer. Who's going to be the last man standing?
The last man standing, to go by what you're saying.
Why they gotta be standing?
Okay, well he
Like
could.
that's a
They could
manly
be.
position. Why can't they be the last man
You
squat?
see what happens? You see
Last
what
man squat.
I'm saying?
I'd leave Shaq. I want to see Shaq. By
So
himself.
Shaq is your last man.
I
You want
wanna
to see him
see Shaq
standing
by
or
himself.
squatting?
So
Which one you want to see?
Shaq is the entertainer.
right. So I want.
We took him out a long
know,
time
that's
ago.
what
I want to be
Michelle, you
entertained.
took him out a long time ago.
I wanna be
You
entertained.
can't jump
Wait a minute.
around.
You can't
I wanna
You
be-
already took him out first.
You took him out
Michelle,
first.
You gave me another.
the white
question.
women will be here next week. Get some of those Asians in here too.
All right.
Get some of those Filipinos.
I thought you gave me a different topic.
No,
damn
I
it!
didn't. No, I
I'm telling
didn't.
you.
All right, so we took out Shaq. We took out Kenny.
Nice sticky
we
rice.
took out
Ernie,
Kenny and Ernie. So
That
the
mean
only
you're gonna be
person is
cheating.
Charles. So why you asking?
You
me?
cheating just like
You're
Brady.
supposed to pick them so we know who's left, so we'll know.
Of course, Charles.
Where
is
my
the only
sound
one
So
effect?
left.
Charles is your favorite right now, who says I make TNT popular. I'm the man.
You know, it's obvious that he does. Like I said, I think he got a raise. He was talking about leaving. I think they gave him a raise. And if you notice, they put the question to him. They
Right.
put it to him first. They listen to him like he really knows what he's doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That helps.
So, I think that Charles is the man.
Mario,
That total disregard for things you're saying. Is
Where's
what
your
doesn't work.
applause? Because Michelle got there. We all needed applause for Michelle.
Black women. A wonderful day for black women.
no, because your questions
Wanna
are
say-
from Mars. God dang it. Your questions are from Mars and I'm
Assalamu
from
alaikum.
Venus. I'm from Venus.
All the
Your
folks.
questions are from Mars.
I want you guys to look at her body
Nanu
language.
Nanu.
All the sisters at Spelman, Howard University.
All right, you guys. All right, you know what? I tried to do the
What was
best I
your?
can.
Did you answer?
He did.
I did. I answered
Who's your
mine.
last
He
man
did.
standing?
I answered right before the white women.
Who's your last man?
Charles.
Charles.
You were so busy focused on what you don't like how I said it.
That's how they get.
I was just talking about.
That's
you.
how
I
they
know
get
you was
when they
having
work
a
out
good
too much
I
and
know.
don't
You
eat.
enjoy it. All right, you guys. That was Nunu
It's
Sports.
funny.
Thank you, everybody. We got to get out here for
Crack me
hot picks. You guys are crazy.
That's how they get when they work out and don't eat.
You guys are like on sand crack. You know what that is?
What is that?
When you're in a sandbox.
Victor Allen's New
All over the
Sports.
place. Sand just everywhere.
Unique fan base view of sports, written and directed. Produced by Victor Allen.
Throwing it all up.
Right.
That's right. We don't know what the hell we're doing.
See?
Just
I don't
tune
know
in
how you
here.
guys get
It's
to
better
this.
than going to work.
I have no idea.
A recurring
God.
segment.
Oh boy. But when
We
you
having
your
fun,
minds.
Nico. Stop hating.
That's right. All that sports, jock itch.
all right.
I know
Yeah.
you gonna put Z's on her segment.
Oh yeah, I can't.
That's right. Football.
I can't wait.